Welcome to the stream, everybody. Tis I, the Green Leader, and today we're playing some No Man's Sky. How's it going, everybody? Hoping you're all having a great night. Tis Monday night here, and we are going to be exploring the galaxy and seeing what we can do tonight. Hey, Pete, how's it going, dude? Yes. Actually, I initially started playing. One of the first games I started streaming was, in fact, No Man's Sky. But my last PC always seemed to have some sort of issues with it playing it. I'm not entirely sure why, so... Yes, I switched it back to a color cam. I figured it's about time. I was, the new setup in the house with the PC and everything, I figured, yeah, it's time to go color. So... I had this game at launch, but there was never enough to keep me engaged. I also did, in fact, have this game at launch as well. I can see what you mean by it not having enough initially to be very engaging. But to be honest, I liked it for what it was. I like the exploration. I like the stuff, and I know there was a lot of repetition, a lot of the same stuff over and over again. But I still liked it. Yeah, but I started streaming this about 2 years ago, and with the new PC and everything running so much better, I figured it'd be time for me to get back into this a little bit. So yeah, even now I try and play it and I just get bored. I don't know. It was a game that was also suffered from the overpromise. Yes, but I feel like a lot of that overhype also came a lot from Sony as well. I think Sony really pushed No Man's Sky to try and put everything out there and really sell it and hype it up, and they did it, and it resulted in not the best of circumstances, so it's really not much that could be done. But anyway, we're playing some No Man's Sky tonight, and yeah, we'll be the next 3 hours we'll be hanging out and exploring and heading up new planets and trying to complete as much of the missions as we can. And yeah, let me know if everything is looking good. Hey, JP, thank you so much for the subscription. I really do appreciate it, dude. 13 months. That is amazing, dude. That is very much amazing, and thank you so much. How's your night going, JP? I'm not sure if you're still here. I would hope that you're actually here in order to trigger that. So, oh man. Okay, let's get back out. Let's see what we were doing. I don't even remember what we were doing last time. This is a fresh start. We started on Sunday with this playthrough, and oh my gosh.
Heyo.
4 months sub hype for Norway P. Thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. Heyo, indeed. Oh man, that's very nice of you guys to resub. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry for the lack of streams for these last couple weeks. It's been really busy, unfortunately, but you know, things have calmed down a little bit now. I've got the PC up and running. Hey, Angie's here as well. And how's it going, everybody? I'm glad you guys could all stop by. But yeah, hopefully now that the PC's all up and running and got everything relatively calm, I can get back into streaming. I can get back into getting the game out. The game is actually just about ready for release. Eventually, I'll hopefully be able to do something on stream for it. Maybe not, I don't know. I'll decide, but I'll definitely announce it on stream for sure. What's up, my man? I am doing very well, dude. How are you doing? Hoping you're having a great night. I heard somebody went and met a certain Lou who happens to be big. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I felt like the change to color would be a good change. It's about time. I've been black and white for a very long time, and I figured it'd be time to switch over to color. Wait, hold on. Am I on the right? Oh, I am in my second. Okay, I'm in my second star system. Whoa. Hello. This is something I haven't found before. cube outcroppings, if I can actually speak. Wow. Most interesting. Yeah, Lou is big. Really scary, dude. Well, yeah, he said he's like 6'5", 6'7". Yeah, that dude is huge. So, yeah, I'm not surprised one bit that that guy is massive. Okay, Toxic Planet. This is the first planet on the system. There's 2 others. And ship is already out of range. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. I was supposed to go there. I just went to the nearest planet, which is normally what I do anyway. Please let me know if the sound is alright, guys. When I checked it from Sunday's stream, game sound was a little loud, so I did try and turn that down a little bit. Yeah. There. Salt deposit. Ammonia deposit. Ooh, that's interesting. Salt, ammonia, and copper on this planet. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to get off this thing. It is again. The game sound is quite loud. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go. No, not the graphics. General. Turn that down even further. I thought it seemed a little loud, but I just wanted to make sure. Check this. It already seems pretty a lot more quiet compared to what it was before. How is that? Let's go ahead and just land and try and take off again. That tends to normally be the loudest. It's not too bad. Really? Wow, No Man's Sky, come on. Okay, was there a noticeable difference, though? Is the other question. Did it sound like it got quieter for you guys? I can take it down to 12 or 10 even. And thank you guys for helping me out with this. The sound quality has always been something that's bugged me. Didn't notice a big difference? Okay. It's interesting. Ooh, okay. Did I nearly go crashing into a plant? Let's try this again. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Ooh, okay, okay, that actually hit the ship. That hit the ship. Let's go ahead and let's land and let's get some stuff. Let's see what we can find. This is better. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Yeah, sound quality has always been kind of a big thing for me because particularly when I first started streaming, my sound quality was horrible. So I've always tried to do better ever since. So what are we actually trying to do here other than maybe just get some of those knowledge stones? How am I on supplies? We need some more tritium, kind of. Definitely need some carbon. Definitely need some ferrite dust. Testing sound equals damaging ship. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have done that many a time. Maybe not on testing sound, but I've yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? I should put this extra sodium in the ship, speaking of. Nope. Nope. The exosuit, let's put this over on the ship. Also, this might be weird, but this is also something that I don't know why, but I just really enjoy just the inventory management. It's horrible, but I mean, I love it. Can your internet not handle low latency streaming? To be honest, I don't know. I've never checked it. I've never tried it. You're talking about the latency between me and you guys, right? In terms of reading chat. The other thing is I tend to miss chat initially when it comes up, because I've got it on the secondary on my other PC. I've got it up and running, and many times, like, I won't see chat until after the fact, and I'll try and always catch up, but I tend to miss it from time to time. Sometimes I'll see it just in my periphery if I'm doing a good job of actually, you know, focusing on the periphery. Right now I'm about a 10-second delay. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, that sounds about normal. And yeah, generally speaking, I don't normally do the low latency stream. Has anyone ever gotten a good amount of words in the game? I don't know. Every time I've done it, I've always gotten to about 50 words in each language, and then I always end up getting sidetracked by other stuff, other games or other, you know, playthroughs. Either that or, you know, having issues with my PC running the game. So I've never really had a chance to really get stuck into collecting as many words as I can. But I mean, I would guess is that there's a bunch of people who have gotten a bunch of words. Ooh. And they're not, particularly now, they're not hard to find anymore. They're pretty easy. I say that, but people have done everything, and that is true. That is very true. But I mean, the number of people that have done everything, how many people can actually say that they have done everything? Corvex word for virus. This, in my opinion, the addition for the scanner, being able to find deposits and being able to find stuff like the knowledge stones, was, in my opinion, one of the best things they added to the game. It definitely made it a whole lot more manageable to find stuff like that. The knowledge stones and all that. Oh, while I'm here, I should actually be picking up a whole bunch more sodium. And, here's that guy. I unfortunately don't have the advanced laser yet. So I am gonna need to... Oh, there's something over there. You know, the other interesting thing is that I didn't even realize there was going to be an update recently. This was the thing I was getting ready for, or one of the things that I was building my PC for was this game. And I didn't even realize that they were actually putting out a new update relatively soon. Apparently it's August 14th is their newest update. And it's going to be kind of like a refinement of multiplayer. They're adding VR. And they're doing something else. I'm not entirely sure what. So it'll be interesting to see. Oh gosh. Those things are always so annoying. But they're adding a whole bunch more stuff. And this is part of the reason why I love No Man's Sky, is that, you know, they've still kept working on it, and they've done a lot to continue to improve the game, so I'm impressed that they were willing to stick with it as long as they have. We got some... Oh, I don't have a lot of dihydrogen anyway, so I need to pick this stuff up. Gosh. Fine. Just skip out on the dihydrogen, we'll move on. Get some more sodium. Oh, speaking of which, there's some hydrogen right here. So you're running 2 PC streams. Yes and no. So I don't have my graphics card, or not my graphics, but the capture card yet. I figured with the amount of money that I spent trying to, or not trying to, but you know, buying all my PC parts, spent well over $1,000, and want to make sure that I at least want to wait a couple of pay periods before I get the next piece, which is that capture card. So right now I'm streaming from the gaming PC. I have a secondary PC up that has my chat, which is basically what I was doing before, except now instead of using my laptop, I'm using my old desktop, basically to get prepared for using a second PC for streaming. So currently still streaming up from the one PC, and I'm just using the other one. But yeah, once I get my next couple paychecks in from work, I'll be able to get a capture card, and then I'll be able to hook up not only the gaming PC, but I've got a whole rig of, well, not rig, but like a whole setup of like the Xbox One, the PlayStation 3, 360, and the Switch, with a whole bunch of games on there that I'll be able to add to the stream. So pretty soon I'll be able to add all that stuff. But as of right now, it's just right now the PC. But anyway, what have you guys been up to over the last couple of weeks? I'm curious. I mean, you guys have had a nice couple of weeks and not missed me too much. Get some more carbon here. I want to be able to get, so I've got 500 carbon on the starship right now. I'd like to be able to get 500 sodium, as well as get up to 500 ferrite dust, so at least I can get up to, you know, 250 magnetized ferrite dust and all that other stuff. Oh, speaking of which, should actually be doing that. Went to a music festival in Toronto this past weekend. Ooh, nice, dude. Very cool. What type of music was at the festival, or was it all? So, like, basically, was it all the same type of music, or was it like a bunch of different types of music? What was going on there? Ooh, and you got your license. Congratulations, dude. It's awesome. Nice to get some of that freedom, right, with the car. EDM and rap. Nice. Pretty good combination there. Anyone that you saw specifically, or just anybody that you saw there? That makes sense. Oh, okay. Let's actually go ahead. Let's recharge that. So also, I like to do this just so I can see how much needs to be, or can be, recharged. Okay. We need to build the... Yeah, Taisto. Taisto was amazing. Interesting. I actually don't know who Taisto is. Who is Taisto? I take it that's a EDM music artist, right? I'm definitely going to need to replace this Omni tool. This thing is not good, and it would be very nice to be able to get some good attachments on here. I know I need to get the advanced mining laser and all that other good stuff. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that into there. Oh. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go and... Also, there was an issue with Cardi B getting into Canada because her husband has 14 felonies in Canada. So she showed up 40 minutes. Wow. That is, that's pretty crazy. At least she was able to get in, though, right? Yeah, Canada can be, apparently can be pretty harsh sometimes in getting in. If you have any sort of record. I don't know if you know who Dan Cummins is, but he's a comedian, and he talks about getting a DUI. And she only played for 15 minutes? Really? That's a bit crazy. People were pissed. Oh man, I'm sure. She only played for 15 minutes? That is some nonsense right there, if you ask me. That is, yeah. Bit of bad form. Yeah, you had a bad situation, but I mean, man, that sucks. Cardi B is garbage. Well, yeah. I'm not really a fan of her music myself, but yeah, if you like her, you like her. You know, or if you don't like her, you don't like her. 30 million for 15 minutes, lol. Time to sue. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I would be, if you went there to go see her and she only showed up for 15 minutes, that would definitely be grounds liable, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't really speak too much to that. Still funny though? Oh yeah. Oh, let's pick that up. There we go. I mean, she admitted to, before she became famous, that she would... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember hearing about that, and that was pretty bad. Not good at all. I mean, it's not something you want to actually, you know, consider admitting to. In my opinion, anyway. So, not surprised. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually forgot about that, but you're right. She did definitely say that. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. There we go. How are we doing on everything? Perfect. We're gonna try and get as much as we can before we call in the ship. Interesting. Okay. Ouch. That's unfortunate. Once on stage, she had a rude attitude that the festival admins wouldn't let her play. Okay, that might also explain why she only played 15 minutes. Yikes. That's yeah, that's a big yikes. Oh man. Well, I would certainly hope that people at least enjoyed the other acts besides her. You know, I assume she wasn't the only major act that was there at the festival. Wait, so okay, hold on. That also kind of makes sense. So Lou's in Toronto. So are you? Okay. So did you drive down to go see this? She was probably her day's headliner, though. Oh, that's, you know, that is a good point. That is actually a good point. They normally would have a headliner for a specific day. So yeah, that's pretty horrible. Hello. I can get this scanned. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. No more words? No more word stones? Let me at least that's copper. Perfect. How much copper do we have in the good old ship? We have none. How much copper do we have on us? None as well. Okay. Last show started 30 to 40 minutes late when ending after 15 minute. Man, I would be leaving so... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. The last show starting 30 to 40 minutes late and then ending 15 minutes after that. Yeah, I would be leaving so pissed off. It would be ruining my entire day for me. 100%. 100% agree with that. That is... Yeah. Yeah, you pay... Oh, seriously? Did I just waste all that copper? I just wasted all that copper. What an idiot. Okay.
Technology recharge.
No. Discard that. Go ahead and put that in there. Discard that. Let's go ahead and let's pick up whatever's here. So did you end up driving down to Toronto, Original G? Or are you from Toronto? Ooh, there's more sodium. Perfect. Ooh, there's another copper deposit there. See if we can't get this copper. Once we get it, we'll then head out. Go to the next planet. And depending on where the waypoint is, we'll go to that waypoint next. Ooh, this looks like a big deposit. Yeah, that's a nice big deposit right there of copper. Let's just make sure that there isn't anything else close by that we want to get, and then we'll call it quits on this planet. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and drop in 250 here. That. That. Now we're going to need to convert into condensed carbon. And there we go. ahead and take off. Crab baskets. Need to actually go and make some, what do we need for the, metal plating, so I should just be able to that, and then that. Sweet. Is that on a planet or is that at the station? No, that's a moon. Hold on. It does 4 planets and 2 moons. Okay, interesting. Ah, out of fuel. Fantastic. There we go. Just enough to finish, for us to finish getting here. This looks like it's going to be a frozen planet as well. But we'll at least be able to land here, get what we need, and we won't have to worry about wasting any launch fuel. I've gotten into FIFA recently. Ooh, nice. Is it still FIFA 19, or are they getting ready to release FIFA 20? That's pretty cool. I like FIFA a lot, and there's quite a few people who are in the community who do love FIFA. So that's pretty cool. Okay, unlike the other life forms I've met so far, this one speaks in a language I understand. Yet I cannot comprehend their meaning. They speak as if they do not know what they are saying, as if their mind is not their own. The alien offers me a blueprint and means to construct my own antimatter. Yeah, we're gonna take that blueprint. I take the antimatter blueprint. Whoever is leaving this trail has some design. What it is I cannot fathom. There is nothing to do but continue to follow. Okay, you're playing... Okay, so 20 is in September, but you're playing FIFA 18. Okay, nice, nice. So with playing 18... That's interesting. Doesn't make sense. Are you planning on getting 20? Gosh, that was close. I really launched myself. Wow, floating crystals. Interesting. Ooh, knowledge stone right there. Let's go. Not enough new stuff in 19? Yeah. I understand that. I know, I'm looking at the new features right now. Okay. And something interesting in my opinion. I'm more along those lines myself. Particularly when it comes to sports games. If it's... I'd get it if it's worth it. But more often than not, a lot of the new iterations from year to year are really just, you know, roster changes and minor improvements here and there. So I can see why you'd want to hold off getting it until later. I don't know the players, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I'm the same way. Do you play the what's the trading card? It's basically like the FIFA fantasy, whatever, the team builder. You know, you build your team based on card packs that you unlock, blah blah blah. That nonsense. Well, that's interesting. That's a new one. And they're very... I don't think I'll be able to get these guys. I may have to actually kill one just to be able to get one. The foot? Yeah, no you don't. It's a money grab. It does seem like pretty much a money grab. I mean, I don't necessarily mind it if it's like a situation where you have lots of opportunities to get stuff without having to pay money for it. But I mean, every time I've seen other people play it, it seems like that is not the case. It seems like it pretty much is. You know, you have to spend a bunch of money and a bunch of time to actually, you know, take advantage of the card pack system, whatever it is. Just for a second, I just wanted to check something quick. Let's go to task manager. See if there's any interesting spikes here. No. GPU. Okay, interesting, interesting. So the reason the games get less good new features is because those game modes makes 10 times the money that the game sales do. Oh yeah, I do agree with that. It does seem like it's one of those situations where, well, I'm sure it helps them get paid. You know, I'm sure a lot of producers, you know, want to focus then on the, you know, on the actual, whatchamacallit, the foot, whatever's gonna get them the most money. And so you have the business people seeing just the dollar signs, and the devs unfortunately having to just go along with it. See if there's another knowledge stone, or if I should just turn back. We have what we need to now basically make fuel. You know, to be honest, I don't give EA... EA does not bother me as much. A lot of people like to hate on EA, but I think they get a bad rap a lot of the time. I think they're bad at handling their issues. Activision, in my opinion, seems to be the worst of the two, to be honest. If you want to lose your company, or if you want to basically have a game be milked dry, Activision is the company you look at. EA's bad at handling known issues, just because they're so quiet on it. You know, they don't like to keep people updated, or you know, say that things are going to get better, or that they're working on things. They're just super quiet on it. And yeah, that is true. They are the company that is most into loot boxes. So yeah, it'd be something to see them change and see them not use as much. So what I do like about the loot box system is that at least it does allow devs to still retain some amount of income after a game's been launched. I mean, generally speaking, the reason why a lot of these companies have to move on to the next game is mainly because they have to, you know, keep producing a new game, because there's only so many sales you can get from a specific game. So the loot boxes do help extend the life of a game. But it just all depends on how well they're done. If it's going to be a pay to win model, or if it's just going to be cosmetics. Is it you know what I mean? All sorts of factors come into play. Blizzard still makes good games, and they are joint owned with Activision. They're not. I mean, that's the thing. Blizzard is kind of their own thing. Because I mean, the way it happened is they had this merger between Activision and Blizzard, but it wasn't so much one company being bought out by the other. It's more just they're joining forces to, you know, to better handle certain things, because Blizzard really is more of a dev than a publisher. So with Activision taking over some of the heavy lifting on the publisher side, it allows them to focus a little bit more on the dev side. So ultimately, they're still basically their own entity for the most part. The real question is, as things go down the line, um, are they still going to stay that way, or is Activision going to slowly take over more and more of Blizzard until they're no longer Blizzard anymore? You know what I mean? It's going to be legislated out soon. I hope it's just pay to win that does, so we can keep the cosmetic. No, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, to be honest, the whole legislation to get rid of it just seems pointless, and all it's gonna do is just hurt the overall system without actually fixing the problem, most likely. And so it's gonna be like an all or nothing type of situation. I'd rather have people, I'd rather have devs just, doing it themselves and just not being jerk offs about it. Which I suppose is why, if you don't like that system, don't buy their game. That really is the fastest way to do it. Unless Ultimate Team's sports games or Battlefield 2. It was Sorry, it was them to buy themselves out of Viacom, I think. Oh, I see. They were both owned by a massive corp. They joined forces to buy themselves out, and Activision is moving people into Blizzard, apparently. Yes, and I have seen that. Because apparently there was a bunch of layoffs from at either Blizzard or Activision or both. And from what I understand, a lot of that's because they were both two separate companies. There's going to be a whole lot of overlap between the two, particularly on the business side, and so they were needing to clean house a little bit and get rid of some of those redundancies. So, but that is actually something I wasn't aware of, that there was the actual, that they were actually trying to buy their way out of Viacom. I can see that. Activision moving into the business side mostly. I can definitely see that. Um, they tend to do that better, but my only problem with them focusing on the business side is that, that's led to things like, Call of Duty being overproduced and, constant recycling of, the Call of Duty franchise over and over again until it's milked to death. And to be honest, I'm surprised it's lasted as long. I'm surprised it didn't die around the same time that Guitar Hero did. So they did years ago when they became Blizzard Activision. What do you mean? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Blizzard definitely needed help with a lot of their esports stuff for sure. The lights in this life form's casing are wide and dim, but as they turn to talk, their mask becomes momentarily blank. They swiftly come back online, but I can't help but feel that their piercing gaze is that of a different entity altogether. Nonetheless, they seem keen to communicate. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Let's go ahead and offer him one Korvax casing so we can get rid of that. Divine Atlas Entity Zodiac accepts my gift with gratitude. That will increase my standing with the Korvax. Oh, I see. Bought themselves out. Can't wait for WoW Classic and the Warcraft 3 remake. Warcraft 3 seems like so like I was never really into the whole MMO online thing. So I never played WoW, never played the only one I actually did play was City of Heroes, and I quickly got bored of it just because you constantly needed a ton of people to play, and you constantly needed to be pretty much online as much as possible. But like the Warcraft series, I like the Warcraft series. I played Warcraft 3 a bit, and I thought it was a really good RTS, and I've always been surprised at how quickly they ditched it as soon as World of Warcraft came along, you know. So it'd be nice to see them get back into that series. I'm certainly glad they didn't ditch StarCraft. I mean, StarCraft was excellent. So, with StarCraft 2, it'd be interesting to see them actually come out with StarCraft 3, because, that came out, StarCraft 2 came out, what, 2012? It's about time for a new one. Or at least a new Warcraft. Warcraft 3 is one of the games I got really, really into when I was a kid. Nice. Yeah, I didn't play it a lot as a kid. I played it a little bit um, you know, late teens, early 20s, when I was in college. So like long after it had been released, I found it, played quite a bit of it, and it was pretty fun. So there is a story behind that, kind of. So if WoW failed, there wouldn't have been a Blizzard anymore. It saved the company. Really? I did not know that. That's crazy. I had no idea that WoW actually saved Blizzard. Um, it's interesting. I can see that happening, but you know, they put all their eggs in that basket. I understand. Basically, trying to make sure that assuming that was their Hail Mary, right? To try and make this MMO and something that would be able to sustain them for as long as possible. I can see that. Because there was a failed game development that almost bankrupt the company called StarCraft Ghost Recon. Interesting. And that is the dangerous part of working in the games industry in general, is that many times, particularly in the bigger game companies, you many times are just one failed game away from bankruptcy, um, or one successful game away from critical acclaim and success and all that stuff. So first-person shooter StarCraft game, ooh, that would be interesting with the ghost character abilities. Yeah, more so with the smaller studios. I mean, I can see with big studios too, though. I mean, with big studios, you've got whole lot more costs, and particularly in today's marketplace, a smaller studio um, can run on a whole lot less cost than what it used to before. Particularly with a lot of free engines like Unity and Game Maker Studio and all these other things. There's a whole lot more stuff available today, um, and really does seem like there's a whole lot more writing on the big studios than there are on the small studios today, anyway. Might be different, than say 10 years ago. 10 years ago, that might have been more true. And I can agree with that. I mean, the medium-sized studios being the most in danger. I can definitely see that. CD Projekt Red, uh, that make big epic games and it takes years to make. Oh, 100%. Definitely agree. I mean, they hit gold with the Witcher series, so it'll be interesting to see what'll happen with Cyberpunk. Is it 2077? I think is what it was. It looks really good. But there's a whole lot of hype. There's been a whole lot of marketing, and I'm sure that that's not cheap. And as you say, it takes years and years to make. I mean, how long have they been working on that? I mean, what, Witcher 3 came out 2015, 2014? I mean, they've been working on at least for the last 5 years, if not before, because many times as they're finishing up games, they'll start dedicating more and more people to working on new games. So they've probably been working on this since like 2013, 2012. Oh yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, they've been working on it since before The Witcher 3 launched. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've been working on it for nearly, 7 or 8 years. It's the same thing with Bethesda. Every time they work on, by the time that they've released a game, by the time they've released a game, they've already been working on the next game that they've been working on for probably a good year or two. So while the team was doing the finishing Witcher 3, they started Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, no, and that's exactly what happens. I mean, as they're getting closer and closer to getting done with a game project, many times they've got a whole bunch of guys who all their stuff is done. There's really nothing else for them to do other than maybe a couple bug fixes here and there. So what happens is they then say, you've got to, go start working on some other stuff or work on some, things here and there and see what you can come up with. So yeah, I can definitely see them having worked on this since long before Witcher 3 was even on the market. Let's go ahead and do this one. Request dialect help. And the story for the game was probably started in like 2010. Probably. Ooh, power. Okay. Go talk to this guy. Traveler. Korvax for me is stiff, awkward. They appear highly nervous. To reassure them, the Korvax seems relieved. They still appear uncomfortable in my presence. I leave. Talk to this guy and then we'll leave. Because they have a writer department. Miss the old BioWare writers department. Oh yeah, I know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Anthem, with BioWare, and see if maybe they pull a, pull a No Man's Sky on us with Anthem. I think that's very much a possibility. I mean, I'm seeing more and more game dev studios doing this kind of thing where they, they release a game. It's not exactly what they want, but they keep working on it and releasing stuff. So, David Gator. They're going to be all DA4. Okay, next Dragon Age. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean they're taking turns between different franchises, so that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you don't want to be just hitting the same franchise over and over again, unless you're Call of Duty, Guitar Hero. You want to normally be pacing yourself between one series and back and forth. And it's been a while since I think Dragon Age Inquisition was the last one, and that came out right as the 2013, 2014. So it's about that time. Well, I mean, won't be as good because David Gator left. Well, we don't know. It's a possibility. I mean, even if he was there, there's no guarantee that it would be as good as the others. I mean, you start running out of ideas after after so on. After making so many games, you do tend to run out of ideas, particularly for the same franchise. So I mean, yeah, it's always a gamble. It's always a risk. He was the lead creator for the Dragon Age world. Whoa. Lifeform's face suddenly wipes, the shell reboots, and a new entity in place of the other. The replacement entity ignores me. Okay. Whoa, has decreased. Interesting. Fascinating. He also wrote one of my favorite characters in Cassandra. Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, Cassandra was a character. BioWare did say he left his notes and plans for future games as he left. Well, I mean, I'm sure BioWare owns the rights to Dragon Age, so I'm sure they probably negotiated something with him to, give them some sort of heads up as to kind of like what he was thinking. He had the outline for the night. Really? It's pretty cool. It's like that. Oh, we do need to let's quickly make some antimatter, or not antimatter, but warp fuel. And oh, speaking of which, before I forget, let's actually got some stuff I need to sell. Excuse me. We can sell the pearl. I don't want to sell the cobalt. So that is it. Let's go to the starship. We don't need gold and silver yet, so we're just going to sell this stuff. We don't need the Mordite, and we don't need the residual goop. Okay, so at least that's cleared up our inventory space a bit. The next game is supposed to be the last of the Dragon Age, and the next game is supposed to be a new age. Interesting. It's very interesting. Be kind of cool to see how that turns out. Antimatter housing, which we have, and antimatter itself. Okay, so I need to make condensed carbon. So we've got this. Let's go ahead and do that, and then let's go ahead and get underneath the thing here. Let's go ahead and make some dense carbon. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it from a stash that I have on the ship. Not what I was wanting. Just access this ship's inventory, and let's move this to the exosuit. Here we go. I would produce that. And then once it's done there, give me about a minute. Would be interesting to actually see. So I mean, maybe this is just an idea, and I'm sure maybe they're planning on doing something similar to this. Would be interesting to see an actual like a sci-fi fantasy combo. I mean, if you're saying it's going to be in a new age, it'd be really interesting to see something like, you know, high rises in a, you know, fantasy environment. That'd be kind of interesting. I mean, every time you see high fantasy, it's oh, hello. Are you going to attack? Yeah, you're going to attack, and I unfortunately don't have anything. Go away. That's it. Go away, please. Thank you. You know, I actually haven't played Dragon Age Inquisition. I do have it, technically, because I'm part of the EA Access program. But I haven't actually had a chance to play it yet. I played the first one, did not play the second one. But I have seen a bit of Dragon Age Inquisition's gameplay on stream. Really? Okay, the last expansion was so good. Okay, nice. What was good about the last expansion? As I said, I am not as familiar with Inquisition as I am with the other games. Well, particularly for the first one, Origins. There's not much around here. It sets up the next thing. Ooh, okay. There we go. Didn't die. So in the first Dragon Age game, they talk about, it's called Dragon Age because it was the first time a dragon was seen in over 100 years. So it was the start of a new age. Okay, I see. That makes sense. I do remember that, actually. I remember them talking... Oh, gosh. I do remember them talking about first time seeing a dragon in that game. I didn't actually beat it. I got about halfway through it. That does make sense. There we go. Now I can at least get the... We'll put that here. Then we'll go ahead and put in a stack of 250. In the last expansion, they talk about something massive that's going to happen that could reshape the world. Interesting. I think it's going to happen, and it's going to be called the start of a new age. Okay. That does, I mean, from what you were saying, it definitely sounds like that's where they'll probably end up going with it. Which is pretty cool, in my opinion. And as I say, I think it'd be definitely interesting to see... This is damaged, okay. I think it would be definitely interesting to see, like, some more fantasy elements in a, you know, a more modern time frame. It'd be pretty interesting. See the game being called The End of Dragon Age, right? I can see that. Well, I suppose with the way that they've been going, they always seem to go Dragon Age, some other extension. So I wonder if it would be like Dragon Age Extinction, or Dragon Age something to that effect, basically. Oh, did I put this? I think I did put this actually here. Yeah, Dragon Age, The End, something to that effect, exactly. I did put that. So let's go ahead and put that there. G. I don't want to use that yet. That'll be a nice little boost there. Extinction is good. Or yeah, extinction is good too. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see what they do with it. Interesting. Mordite goes into Corpite. House-smelling compound that can be harvested from the Corpite flower or less desirably through fecal matter of some species. Interesting. And it's a 3-to-1 ratio. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and make some sodium nitrate with this stack of 50. Sorry about the sneeze. And then let's go ahead and put this in the, yeah, we need to actually put this in the exosuit. Actually, that's exactly how I want it. Perfect. And then let's actually, for the last thing, let's just put in the, that carbon there. Like 51 condensed carbon that we can put straight into my inventory. And then, if we have the time, we should actually consider putting this copper in there as well. Yeah, I think we've got enough fuel for it. Put that in there like that, and then... and that sneeze. Not sure if I got something in my eye when I sneezed, or if something else is going on, but something in my eye is feeling like it's got some gunk in it. Not cool. I have heard the Bard soundtrack. It is pretty good. I've heard a lot of people actually use that for like stream music. Or they'll use the Bard soundtrack to like play them in, or maybe have that going while they're playing a game. So, and it's pretty good. Okay. 75% of the way done. 10 seconds left. Now it's 10 seconds left. You have it on your Spotify? Nice. So with your Spotify, does it actually, does it create a playlist from that? Or is it, if that makes sense? Or is it one of those situations where you kind of have to make your own playlists? Actually move this down here. That up there. Okay. Uploaded by EA. Nice. That's pretty cool. So at least they're a lot more... oh gosh, as I bumped into the wall. At least they put their music up and available on there. Let me check something quickly. Okay. We are good here. And oh gosh. Okay. Sorry. A little sidetracked with something on Discord. But tonight is normally the League Esports Apex Legends night. But I forgot that their tournament ended last week, so no more Apex Legends for a little bit. At least not until they get the next season up and running. That should be on the other side of this. Okay, let's go ahead and leave atmosphere. Yeah, talking about Dragon Age makes you want to play it again. Yeah. Always I do that a lot myself, where I'm like, ooh, I love this game. This is such a great game. You know, I'll either see somebody playing it, or I'll see, or I'll be talking about it with a buddy, and then I'll immediately think, man, it'd be great to play this game again. Oh, hello. Hello, this is Ocean. Ocean planet? Interesting. This is one of those games for me. The characters are so amazing. Has a solid story. Also, the kind of new Persona is coming out soon. Oh, interesting. They are working on a new Persona, aren't they? I forgot about that. Whoa. That is a big crater for whatever reason. It is separate from the rest of the ocean, basically. This is real. I'm gonna have to see if there's actually a landmass on here or not, or if this is just all small islands. There's trees over there. Very interesting. Get up into high atmosphere. Well, flying around it, see what we can find. It might be better if we just leave the atmosphere. Easier to see, less, maybe not. Okay, that should be far enough. That is a lot of ocean. Okay, I think I understand. Yeah, it is mainly an ocean planet, unless that's just a big portion of the ocean. Okay, so yeah, we actually found some land, so I'm going to land right here. Oh crap, baskets. These things are rather annoying. Brilliant light erupts from the ancient marker. It encircles me, engulfing my mind, memories and voices of the Korvax echoes. The dreams of entities who once worshipped here became my own. The Atlas interface drifts alone in the endless void. They are silent. They are unknowable, fragments of an ancient whole. Yet their imprint on time and space molds our existence. They are the equation. Life is the answer. Through their monoliths, they give understanding to their boundless meaning and that of our own. We are going to go with Signal Past, mainly because that'll normally get us some sort of thing we can sell for a very good price. That is actually on the same planet. Let's go ahead and clear up these things so I'm not getting hit while collecting these pearls here. Sorry, I'm back. No worries, dude. I totally get you. If you've got to step away, please do. No worries, dude. But yeah, kind of new Persona, where they add another character. Interesting. And some new content. Okay. But like a DLC for Persona 5 or something like that? My mom shut the door and my kitty was crying. Ah, I understand. I do understand that. Interesting. Well, let me scan it. Has a whole bunch of question marks. Is this thing... Okay, hold on. I gotta test something. Not really. It's released as a new game. Interesting. With like 30 to 4 hours of new content, they said. Okay. Interesting way to do it. They would do it like that. That's rather interesting. But hey, if they want to do it, they should do it. Sorry about the game audio quitting out. I'm just checking something quickly. The situation here. Just because I know that every so often things tend to spike a little bit. Just curious if it's GPU, is it the CPU, is it the power? And I thought I got it fixed, which it kind of was. Power and sleep settings as well. Yeah. Thank you, Windows Defender. Let's go to the advanced settings. It is in high performance. So, and Sky is still a bit of a beast of a game. But that also might be because they're taking advantage of some DirectX something or other that AMD cards just don't quite handle properly. I don't know. There's something there. Sorry. It's how Persona has done it for years, really. 2 and 3 both had it. They said they added about 25 to 30% more gameplay. Interesting. I suppose it's kind of like whatchamacallit, Capcom with Street Fighter. How they first come out with like you know, the Street Fighter that is the, you know, the actual proper Street Fighter, and then they come out with, you know, I forget what it's called. What's something like Ultimate or something to that effect? It's like Street Fighter 5 and then Street Fighter 5 Ultimate or whatever it's called. And then when they add a whole bunch of characters and whatnot. Still, essentially, it's the same as the previous one, just with more stuff. I don't have that. Don't really have that either. And I can make that, I don't really want to. Particularly as I can just get the upgrade and the station. I don't think I've done that yet. This one is called Persona 5 Royale. Yeah. Which again, it's pretty similar to, you know, what Capcom does with the... Wait, is Persona made by Capcom as well? Because that would then make sense. Basically they have said is the first game has 2 semesters and they added a 3rd. Okay, I see. Oh, I am to capacity, okay. What can we drop that I don't need? But it really matters. I'm trying to go for a word here. It's made by Atlas. Interesting. Okay, so maybe it's just a Japanese publisher thing to do. As I said, I mean, Capcom does that with the Street Fighter series. Ah, fluent. Learned 20 words. Let's see if there's any others down here. I always love getting the words. Ooh, there are, in fact, 2 down there. 3 down there. Perfect. I may have to carve my way back up there. Word for impossible. Word for low. There's a... we'll get this one, and then we'll go to the other one. Okay, quarterback's word for intelligence. And where are... We've already got those 2. Did I go flying over this one? I did go flying over this one. Not bad. Learn the Korvac's word for life form. Isn't there one over here as well? Paraffinium. If I'm reading that correctly. That's fine, I should have plenty of oxygen. Korvac's word for common. Oh, speaking of which, let's actually see if we can, ooh, I can. I need 3. It's carbon nano, which I can't do. With. Okay, well, in that case, let's just go ahead and grab these 2 oxygen plants here, and then we'll head back to the ship. See if we can get back to the ship. Be the other thing. Ouch. Ugh. And as we make our way back to the ship, we find 2 more of these word stones. To be fair, I'm fine with 3. Holy cow. So yeah, it looks like the Persona games, normally the extra mode adds about 1/3 more to the game, plus extra cosmetics and stuff. Nice. But that does mean, so do you have to buy it again fully, or is it like DLC basically? I mean, I can understand if you could do it as like, you know, just buy it as like DLC. I mean, if you have to buy the full game again, that'd be a little annoying in my opinion. Excuse me. You do have to buy it again? Oh man. That does kind of suck. Oh, hello. Hello. A word. It's a little far. I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just gonna get back to the ship. And try and decide if I want to get it at launch or not. I mean, I can definitely see it being worthwhile for somebody who hasn't bought the game. But I mean, if this is something that they regularly do, if it were me, I definitely wouldn't buy it. Until they actually came out with the, the Royale Edition or whatever it's called every time, right? Because, you're not going to be able to get the, the extra content without having to pay basically for a second game, or what is essentially only a third, of new game. See how many words I actually have now. 17 words, 27 in total. Let's go back to the discoveries. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And I believe I actually do need some of this stuff. Well, speaking of which, don't I need carbon now? Yeah, I do, so I can bolt caster. Well, it's either that or, okay, we can actually go, the other thing is we can actually go into the, we should actually go just to the station. Get a fix for where everything is. We got some stuff to sell. As well as, there's the one suit up right there that we can just go ahead and buy. Okay. So now we can that. Let's build that one, but we need to build these. Just need metal plating.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Technology recharge.
Hello. Here we go. Ah, do that. Don't do that. There we go. Go ahead and land. Go get the suit upgrade. And with the suit upgrade, we can then go and... Actually, the one thing I want to do... I know this is 50 grand, but I like having that one extra slot. It's always good to have that extra slot for stuff like carbon. Well, not so much carbon, but condensed carbon is pretty important to have. Oh, here's the other one. Let's take a look at this one, see what we've got. It already has a bolt caster on it, the analysis visor, the scanner, mining beam. The only thing it lacks is the terrain manipulator, but I can make that myself. Plus, so mine is a Class C pistol. This is a Class B pistol with upgraded mining and scanning. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. And let's see what we need for the. So we need carbon nanotubes and dihydrogen jelly, which we should be able to make pretty easily. Of course, we really should sell stuff though. For instance, we've got some mordite on us. We have these 5 amberlin pearls. Got silver, gold. Perfect. Okay. Should have room to make the dihydrogen jelly, right? Really? On the ship. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some. So I kinda wanna put this on the exosuit capacity storage there. Got carbon there. Can't use that sodium yet. It's a nice little freighter. 6 million units. For Class C Hollow with 27 cargo slots. Not bad. Just don't have the cash for it, unfortunately. We got the new Omni tool, we got the expanded storage. Now let's just quickly see if we can't go and land on all the planets. No, it's most likely gonna be barren. Yep, desolate. Here's the one thing that would also be a little more interesting with No Man's Sky. The planets always seem to be the same size up into a certain distance, which makes me think that the actual planet itself is projected until you get within a certain distance, and then it actually starts simulating that distance properly. I kind of wish they actually didn't do that. And I think it's a design choice that they did mainly so that players could more easily... Oh gosh. First fight. It forces us to fight you. It forces you to pay. Please help us. Do as it wishes. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. We're gonna refuse. Kill us, end our suffering before we end yours. Or Korvax. Either a virus. Good thing I've got the actual rockets. And it looks like it's just one. Unfortunate for you, dude. Sorry, dude. Poor guy. Oh, there's more. There's more. I think. Oh, these are friendly. It's nice of them. You wanna help me out? Yeah, thank you. I gotta get up in 8 hours for work, so night. Hey, well, thank you so much for hanging out. And thank you for the sub, Pete. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out again. It's nice to chat with you. And, yeah, have a great night, dude. And good luck with work tomorrow. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Don't cut the engines too soon. Yeah, it was fun. I missed your streams. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully the stream should be back to normal relatively. I'm still kind of tweaking the schedule a little bit, but so far it's gonna be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then Thursday night I'm doing casting on the League Esports. So that's still taking me 4 nights a week. I'm just not doing one night. I'm doing it on another channel. So so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then as things move forward with the game, I may end up adding a stream. I may end up adding a stream, but for those 3 at the very least are going to stay the same. Interesting. This one is Baron. What is that? Is that salt? Oh no, that's rusted metal. Okay. Wait. For the low security symbols. Okay. Ooh, and speaking, hold on. There's dihydrogen here. I should definitely get some. Nice, and then that's enough for me to add the excuse me, the terrain manipulator back. I just need to make the carbon nanotubes and the dihydrogen jelly. Need 3 of these. And 1 dihydrogen jelly. 2 of them, never mind. Wasted some of these, but we can sell it. 500 units. It's not a lot, but it's fine. Okay. And, sodium deposit. That is more rusted metal. Sodium. Copper, sodium, and rusted metal. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave this planet. These are normally pretty much barren. I've yet to ever find any sort of anything really interesting on these planets. They're just there for reasons. Copper deposit. Hey, game, what are you doing? Hold on, please. Let me check the task manager to see what's going on here. Bit of a spike there. Interesting. That's the CPU. Let's GPU. Spike to 100 though. I'm not sure what's going on here. Well, let's go ahead and leave Atmo. And then we will find the next planet to go visit. Oh, and speaking of which, before I forget, we had found a nice little ancient ruin on that planet. Already discovered that. Already discovered that. So there's that one over there. Wait, is there a second moon on that planet? There is a second moon on that planet. Holy cow. Okay, so that planet actually has 2 moons, so that's actually the way I need to go anyway. It's a parched moon, so it's going to be a hot one. So that's interesting. So it's this one is the planet itself is perfect. Right, temperate planet. Nice find. Has 2 moons, one is hot and one is cold. I think it's pretty interesting. Search that. And we shall head to the ancient ruin. Get the special stuff there. And then we can visit the moon, visit the last planet, move on to the next system. Gosh, even still, it's a minute. Oh man, I kinda wanna go get a drink. Take me too long. Problem is, I'm too afraid to just leave it. I could get up and go and get myself a drink. It wouldn't take me that long. It wouldn't take me 30 seconds. It would take me like 10 seconds. Yeah. Okay, next trip I do, I'll need to go and get myself something to drink. Although I may just take just like a quick little 1-minute break to do that instead. They continue to hold the roll button. And these sites are pretty cool. I always like finding these. Land right there. See if there's any knowledge stones around. Which there is one over there. There's two actually right there. 3 even. Oh no! That is for the actual. Okay, so there's the first key. You normally need 3. Sometimes you'll need 4, but more often than not, it's just 3. Second key. It's the actual main key. Ah, there's the main one over there. Gravitino ball. Could try and get that as well, but that will definitely piss off the sentinels. What I thought, 3 keys. A humming compressor. Interesting. Oh, see, now that's nice. That is very nice. 200, pretty much nearly 230 units. Very nice find. And this one is going to be relatively valuable as well. Not quite as valuable, but pretty nice. Grab that and go. There's the ship. Of course, you never really want to fly out an Atmo with the Sentinel searching for you, because that will trigger the Space Sentinels, and those are far worse. We'll just let that cool down. We'll go back because there are at least 3 knowledge stones right around there as well. 2, 1, 0. Yay! Okay. Sentinels have calmed down. I'm gonna hit that tree. Ooh, I didn't hit the tree. Okay, okay, okay. I'll take the win. Korvac's word for experiment. I want to say there was another one nearby. Is that another one? There's one there too. Oh gosh, I should actually grab them. Well, let's actually see how much they're worth. 10 grand. Not bad at all. There's 2 knowledge stones over there as well. So let's go and grab those. Always like to try and get as many of the words as I can. Ouch. Get some oxygen from these douche plants right here. Thank you. Korvac's word for the past. Ooh, interpreter. Learned 30 words. I want to say 23 of them are Korvac's words. Korvac's word for dead. And let's see if there's anything else. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head back. Those last 2 Gravitino balls. With it being 12,000 each, I mean that's an extra, 24,000 in units. Add that to the 292, and that's a good 330 grand just from this one visit to this planet. So definitely worthwhile. But we may, well, okay, we'll go land on the second moon of this planet. After we land on the moon, we'll then go to the station, and then we'll go visit that last planet, and then we'll be moving on to the next system. Okay, time to run. Time to run. Right, where is that last one? Where's the last one? There's one more, right? Nope, not there. Nope, not there either. Was it just the 2? Yeah, it was just the 2. Game lied to me. Hey, having a fun night, Green. I'm back. Hey, welcome back, dude. Gosh, I'm running right now for my life. I picked up something that the Sentinels don't like me picking up, and so they're getting pissy with me. But how's your night going, dude? What did you just go and do? I am curious. Go get something to eat? Play some games? What are you doing, man? Hello. Hello. That's a signal right there, plus a knowledge stone. Although I kind of want to just let's actually just head out and let's go to the moon. Drove to get some pizza. Nice, dude. Nice. What pizza did you get? Oh crap, baskets. I forgot. Go back. Go back. Go back. Oh, this is not good. Crap baskets. This is why you don't leave atmosphere until the Sentinels are done looking for you. Friendly. Okay. But yeah, what type of pizza did you get? I'm curious. I'm not just talking about brand, I'm also talking about type as well. These are important questions that need to be asked. Pizza is everything. So, details. Details, G. Also, please tell me you didn't get into any accidents going to go get pizza, because that would be horrendous. Canadian pepperoni, mushrooms, bacon. Nice. Very nice. It's the one moon. The other moon is over here. I'm typing as quick as I can. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, where it? There's the moon. That is. Yeah. It is the parched moon of Yonsha Major. Lol, no problem. Thanks. Thanks, G. Okay, so this is gonna be a hot moon, hot planet. So I'm using up my fire shields. Another planet with these like raised divots. Hollow, or is it? Nope, solid. Interesting. Place I can land? No, it's not. Okay. See a whole bunch of deposits, but no places where I can go. Ouch. Ah, hello. I suppose that's the one thing that I would like to improve with No Man's Sky. They made a design choice to. Oh, this is one of these abandoned facilities out on the land here. When the game originally came out, when you scanned, it would show you places you could go. That was more than just like 5 seconds away from you. That'd be like a good 30 or 40 seconds away. Now it's like unless it's right in front of you, you're not gonna be able to see it. It doesn't show up on your scans anymore. It's not horrible. It's annoying when you're flying around. And interestingly enough, they actually do show up when you're. Oh, there's one. See, that's still like 10 seconds out. But they show up when you're on foot. If you're on foot and you're using the scanner, find places pretty easily. See, which here's another. That's 10 seconds out. And again, another one that's just a. Come on, give me some place good to land. My poor ship. Oh. If this is the one that I just came from, I will not. Yep, that is the one I just came from. Oh, hello. That is what I've been looking for. I did not find that by scanning. The nice thing about these is that it has a landing pad itself, so it allows you to actually be able to pop out, and when you take off you won't use any of your thruster fuel, and you'll be able to actually sell stuff from your ship directly from it as well. It's pretty nice. So let's sell the items, sell the 2 Gravitino balls, sell this one as well. That sucks, but okay. Just instead of getting 290 for it, I only got 250 for it. fine. It's not the end of the world, but it's just it's a smidge annoying. Okay, so now that that's that. I already got that, basically. Go ahead and talk to this guy. Life form. Korvax something. Power. Something. Entity. Something, something, something. The electronic life form is agitated and perhaps in pain. Your body buzzes and small arcs of electricity jump between their mask and shoulders. They jolt and shake. They need help. They reach out a hand as if they want me to shake. They want to shake mine. I instinctively raise my hand in response, but common sense advises me not to. Shake hands. Lifeform discharges an overload. The pain is intense, but they thank me with a gift. 12 nanite clusters. It's not too bad. So basically, he was having some sort of he was overcharged or something to that effect, and we basically allowed him to discharge his excess power. Seriously? That is a huge copper deposit right there. Do I have copper on the ship? Not. There's one over there. Is that copper or is that paraffin? Oh, that's copper as well. Now this is interesting. You don't normally see... This is a pretty big deposit. I've not seen a deposit this big in a long time. So this is definitely one worth getting right now. Oh. It's actually not as big as I thought. I thought it would go a lot deeper into the actual planet. Instead, it's just right here on a hill. Still, I mean, this should give me well over 100. Seriously. So how's the pizza treating you, Gene? Yeah, I definitely need some more of this stuff. Bad. It would be nice if we could get another group of it, particularly without triggering in a sentinel. So how am I doing? Is this? Go.
Technology recharge.
Josh Hummel, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hoping you're having a good night. $136. Too bad. Okay, so we've got this planet discovered. Well, planet, it's actually a moon, but we have it discovered. We're going to go to the last planet in the system, then we're going to system jump out. And, oh, hello. We'll get the mission. If you're new to the stream, this is my second night of playing. I don't have Purifier right on me. This is my second night of playing No Man's Sky. New game. Been a while since I've played, particularly on stream. So I figured it'd be fun to pick this up again. New to this game, so I don't really know what's going on. Ah, I see. Well, No Man's Sky is a bit of a... I mean, really at its heart, it's a space exploration game, but they've added so much to it. It's a pretty fun game. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it since day one, but they've added so much to the game. It has definitely improved quite a bit since it first launched. But the biggest thing that you're doing most of the time in No Man's Sky is you're basically foraging for stuff. As you're foraging for stuff, you get the stuff that you need to be able to warp from system to system. The overall goal, or at least initially speaking, was to basically get to the center of the galaxy. But since then, they've added base building, they've added more story. They've added a whole bunch more features like driving and multiplayer and all this other stuff. So it's a very big game now, particularly compared to what it was before. Let's go ahead and charge. But I'm pretty early on in the game right now. I've just basically at this point I've gone through some of the starting missions right here where I've been able to craft warp cell. I've got the beginnings of a base temporarily started, and I've made my first jump from one system to the next, and I'll kind of show you what I mean when I jump to the next system. Gosh. But it is a very large space sim with what they claim to be, trillions of stars and planets and whatnot. So I mean, it is very large, and to get to the galaxy, the center of the galaxy, does take a long time to do. And along the way, you find a lot of this like dynamically generated creatures and plants and things like that. But you do start to, recognize a lot of similarities, but you do find some very interesting stuff along the way. Like these guys I haven't seen before. I've seen mushroom creatures before, but I've not seen mushroom creatures like this before. That's pretty cool. I just got the blueprints to make a hyperdrive. Very nice. That's wait, what? Oh, hello. Hello. That's this guy's really, gosh, and assembles right there. Oh, and you've got to reload, really? Thank you for dying. And I didn't get the chance to scan it. Huh. Does not fear death. Constant. Alpha. Gender. Massive tongue. That's funny. Oh man. But yeah, so you're not too far behind me, where I am in the game. I'm released in this save. I've only made one jump since the since my initial startup. I really should actually make some ammunition, shouldn't I? Yep, there we go. I'm missing something, aren't I? Wait. Oh, there it is, right there. There's my refine. But yeah, I'm only one jump in. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked by everything. But I'm only one jump in, and I always like to explore all the planets of a new system that I go to. So, to my second system, we've got one last planet to explore, and then we'll be on to the moving on to the next system. And if you want my advice, I would just recommend keep going with the so if we go to, I would keep going with the Awakenings mission for a bit until you start getting to the point where it just basically says, you know, keep going towards the center. At that point, you're kind of free to go. A lot of the tutorial stuff for that mission is done. You'll get most of your blueprints out of the way for that one. Once you're done with that one, then I would work on starting a base. That's what I plan on doing. Because there's a lot of really useful and important blueprints that you get from the base building missions. So like you get stuff, you get the blueprints for microprocessors, and you can get the blueprints for additional storage. You get blueprints for a bunch of different things that are good for your freighters, that are good for bases, and definitely well worth doing those missions just to pick that stuff up. Also, a lot of this stuff is used for upgrades to like your exosuit and your Omni tool and your ship. So I mean, it's 100% useful. So you don't have to actually spend a bunch of units in the store to buy this stuff. You can just craft it yourself. Really? What? There we go. Interesting, I just have to be closer. What's the best way to earn units? There's a couple of really good ways, and maybe I can show you one. I'm gonna show you on this next planet that I go to. And it's the last one that I need to visit. I just need to go pick up some fuel so I can get there. And this one's gonna be a hot planet, so just keep in mind this is gonna be a bit of a pain to do. But early on, the best thing to do would be to find. Oh, and I should. Sorry, I should recharge that. So there's the monoliths that you can find along the way, and there's basically two that you can find. There's one that normally you're offered a choice in terms of kind of, it's like a pass-fail test, and you got to choose the right option. And then the other one is more of a, you have a choice of what you want to do. You can either get help with the language, or you can get help uncovering the past. You always want to take the help uncovering the past, because that'll then lead you, that'll give you the coordinates to a separate ruin, ancient ruin, that itself has a whole bunch of, well, not a bunch, but it has a single chest that you need to basically unlock. So there's a whole bunch of keys kind of buried around. You got to dig up these keys, and then you have to dig up the loot chest itself. And in there is normally an item that'll be approximately, you know, anywhere from 200 to 500,000 units in value. So, you know, on the low end you're going to get about 200,000 units, or on the high end you get 500,000 or even a million early on. So I mean, that's a really quick way to get stuff early on. The other thing is, although I don't know if I necessarily want to tell you this because this might be considered a spoiler for you, but within a couple of jumps you'll get something very useful, and it will allow you to then unlock specific missions that will basically, it won't take up any of your time. You just have to dedicate resources to it. And if you want, I can tell you what it is. I mean, it's not a huge spoiler, but it's happened to me every single time, so I think it's something that's actually required. Let's go ahead and land so we can get the thing. There we go. Is that an actual... No, that's not a base, it's just a plant. Okay, so we've landed here. It's overly warm. It's fine. I'm going to... Yeah, let's get the signal booster. So the other thing is, so I don't know if you noticed me, but I picked up a couple of navigation data at that last base that I went to. You can use these in signal boosters, If you're looking to make cash quickly, I would, you know, probably want to, look for ruins. I believe that's an option. Scan for frequency, scan for artifacts. That should then find you an ancient ruin. You'll be able to then go there and then either do the monolith thing where, yep, like this gave me a monolith. And then I'll be able to go there, use the monolith, and that'll then send me to some ancient ruins. So, now we've got that. And unfortunately, you have to actually land on a planet to do that. Oh gosh. And sometimes the monolith is actually going to be off-planet. Wow, that allowed me to do that in atmosphere. Pretty nice. Didn't think that was even possible. But yeah, the monoliths are definitely a good way of getting cash at the beginning. That's assuming you don't choose the, get help with the language type of situation. Hey, Puck, how's it going, dude? Hoping you're having a great night. How's the trip? I saw some of the pictures you put on Facebook. Like you guys had a lot of fun. Nice, you just flew in. Very nice. Drove back to the mountains. Okay. That's right, because you do live in the mountains, don't you? I keep forgetting about that. So was your place all in ruins? Was it good? Did you have to do anything crazy? Yes, and exactly, green leader in color. This is the new and improved stream. Well, it's not that improved. Same camera. Horrible lighting. I definitely need to replace the light bulbs in here. They're all the crappy indoor tungsten nonsense. Lots of propane and construction work. Nice. So, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but your favorite? Yeah. Okay, this one's going to give me some words, and then I think it'll allow me to choose between... Oh. Hello? There we go. Corvax word for clarify. How many men you found in the sky? I found a couple of ships, but not a lot of men in the sky. Okay, let's go ahead and get this monolith. But the No Man's Sky has been quite nice. It's definitely running better on the new PC, and it'd definitely be nicer though once I get the capture card. The new PC won't have to worry about streaming as well as making the game. Interesting. Tiny floating tetrahedrons emerge from the planet's surface and surround me. I try to wave them away with my multi-tool, but each time they swarm closer to it, as if attracted to it somehow. I raise my multi-tool and they shimmer blue as they dart this way and that. Closer and closer, they are within touching distance of my multi-tool. They make one final surge. Let the tetrahedrons in. This will normally get you something. Okay, so this gets me a new blueprint. Ooh, for the advanced mining laser. Thank you very much. Nice. Excuse me, sorry about that. Well, that is unfortunate that didn't give me an option to find some more ruins, but, well, it's fine. At least got me a blueprint that I don't have to pay for now. And I can always do that again. So we can put down the signal booster for every time that you actually have a navigation data. So I've got 2. You can input it and then you can search for another one. I'm going to scan for the artifacts. Men in the Sky confirmed. Further investigation is merited. Accurate. Oh, see, now that's the one you want. The alien artifact is what you want to find. And it's on the same planet. That's good. Wait. No. I forgot. Left my signal booster behind. I'm gonna do that. I haven't touched a computer in 2 weeks. No? Oh gosh, really? Thankfully I've got uranium. Ooh, that's actually not far at all. Nice. Feels weird, man. Hey, well, I'm glad you're back and safe. The real question is, are you going to remember how to play Rocket League? Because we need to get some practice in. I mean, the old season, or the current season, I should say, is ending. So we are going to need to start getting some practice in and finding our third. Ouch. Ah, see, okay, this is what I was talking about, Josh. These are the ones that you want to always take the one certain option. Strange stone marker imparts the wisdom of the Korvax echoes to those who desire it. I do not know which dialect it speaks, yet somehow I understand the story of those who once worshipped here. Korvax echoes tell me of a time long ago when the monoliths of the Atlas awoke the civilizations of the Outer Edge. Their presence filled them with a desire for knowledge. From these beginnings, thank you. These beginnings, empires were born, spoke out, and fell silent once more. An entity that cannot be quantified passed. Interesting. Thank you so much for the follow, Proxy SA. Welcome to the Green Squadron. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, dude. How's it going? Hoping you're having a great night or morning, depending on wherever you are. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. Isn't that the game where you play handball with your feet? Something to that effect. Sure. Yes, that does seem somewhat close to the description of Rocket League. Anyway, Josh, as I was saying, so these were the monoliths that I'm talking about. So it's not a monolith. It's like a plaque, or it's a whatever. Basically, it'll give you a bit of lore about the whatever alien race that the system is. And then it'll give you these 2 options: either seek help with the language or seek knowledge of the past. And you always want to take seek knowledge of the past. That'll then give you a location of an ancient ruin where you can find something that's valuable and worth selling. This is the way you can actually make a decent amount of money early on. And this one, thankfully, seems pretty close. Yeah. Oh, I'm curious. So, Puck, with you having been gone for as long as you have, did you come back to any gophers? Or groundhogs? Evening, everyone. Excited for the new update very soon? I am interested to see what they're going to do with it. I've always loved No Man's Sky, so I'm glad to see that they're continuing to work and improve the game. So I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to, what they're going to change and what they're going to update. Okay, so here's our first key. Normally you only need about 3, but sometimes you'll need 4. So the update is on August 14th. So in about a week. So I think it's like next Thursday, next Wednesday. So it's coming up very, very soon. And from the sounds of it, it's going to be partly a multiplayer update, but it sounds like they're also going to add some other stuff in as well. I know they're definitely adding VR support, so that'll be interesting to see how well that works. And I'd definitely love to see them actually do something about, you know, optimizing the game. This may be one of the one of the worst optimized games, in my opinion, out there. So it can definitely be improved, and they have done a lot to improve it, but you know, it still needs some work. What keys do I? I've got 2 keys, so I still need 1 more. Okay. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so there's our 3 keys. Once you find your 3rd key, gosh, you'll want to then find the actual object itself, which looks, it doesn't use the knowledge stone symbol like the keys do. It uses the chest icon. It's a large artifact crate. There we go. Yeah, this one uses 3 keys.
Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
And I get this thing called Undiscovered Roots. Approximately 2,382 years old, the container used here is humdrum. Hardly the sort of thing used to preserve a valuable specimen, and yet the species hasn't been seen on this planet for centuries. What used to be widespread is now a distant memory. So let's just see how valuable it is. Oh gosh. See, this one's 2 million. 2 million units. That is 100% worth my time coming here just for this. So I mean, this will take me up to, you know, 2.5 million units with just one, you know, scavenger hunt. But at the same time, the last ancient ruin I did before this only got me an item that was worth 300,000 units. So you've got some variance there, and how valuable the item is going to be. And then on top of that, there will be at least 2 of these Gravitino balls, which you'll want to get because they're worth about 12,000 themselves. The only issue is that you're going to have to deal with pissing off the sentinels. There we go. We've got the 2. Let's run. Far away. So Proxy, I'm curious, how much have you heard about the update? I haven't actually heard a lot because I haven't been paying attention to it. I just checked it out today. I kept hearing about the update after playing this on Sunday. Was it Sunday or was it Friday? I think it was Friday. Anywho, I played it a couple days ago, and after playing it, I was looking into kind of what they're doing, and then heard about them actually, you know, working on a new update. I still don't actually know much about what they're doing. So do you know, I'm curious, what they're actually doing or what they're planning on doing? Okay, sentinels have calmed down. Now we can go out, and what we'll do is we'll just head out to the space station, we'll sell everything, and then we will move on to the next system. Poor Proxy left. Oh well. That's fine. Excuse me. Should be before I forget. They upload these. So there's that one. That one. It's already uploaded. Interesting, they look green on the planet, but in the discoveries they're showing as red. There's these buggers as well. Okay. Okay. That looks like all the planets. So 4 planets, 2 moons, we've got everything. Perfect. Okay, we sell everything. Get out. Next system. Hunky dory. Sell the items. Sell the items. Come on. Come on, game. What you doing? Sell the Mordite. So don't need it on me quite yet. 4 grand from the 2 Gravitino balls. 1.9 million from the undiscovered roots. That's it. Switch over to the starship. Got some silver here. So this is the other thing. Silver and gold are fairly valuable, and you can also mine it from space pretty easily, and it doesn't take a lot to actually sell. So like with 12 units, I get 2,000 credits from selling these selling gold. 45 units, I get 45,000 selling silver. Pretty worthwhile. I mean, if you really want, you can be selling stacks of valuable items that you can mine. Like if you find a planet with uranium, that seems pretty lucrative. Or planets with silver or gold seem pretty lucrative. So all of them seem viable options to gain a fairly quick boost in cash if you need it. Hello. We already got the weapon. Yep. And we already got the upgrade. Perfect. Yep, there we go. Magnate. Earn 250,000 units. Sorry. 2,500,000 units. Yep, there we go. 2.5 million units. Right through the back of that guy's ship. What is up with me? I can't talk tonight. So let's actually open up the oh, no. Let's open up the galaxy map. You are here. There's my home base over there. No, not the custom waypoint, not the free explorer, the galactic core. Wait, really? Okay, I just warped to a new system. There's no specific system it wants me to go to, so we'll just go along the galactic core. Okay. I need to actually get a conflict scanner and an economy scanner. Okay. Sounds good. Looks like it's got 5 planets with 1 moon. It'll be a nice find, and this is, I think, my first Viking system. Maybe? Oh, there is a freighter. Hello. Starship monitoring system reports hyperdrive error. Warp fuel depleted. Yeah. Searching for fuel source. Searching. Obtained. Warp fuel source in 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, kilolight seconds. Accept guidance to fuel source. Yes. Guidance accepted. Plotting route. Fuel source detected. Is. Ooh, on a nice flourishing planet. Those are always nice to build a base on. What is this one? Frozen planet. Fantastic. Torrid planet, so that's gonna be hot. Probably tropical, I guess. That looks like another flourishing planet as well. 2 temperate planets in 1. Very nice. I might have to make this system my home. And a rotting planet, so it's fungal. Should be a planet with a moon. Oh, this is the planet with the moon. Torrid planet. There's the moon right there. Metallic moon, which means it's a barren planet. It's pretty cool. Somewhat Earth-like. Before I do anything, I do want to go check out this freighter that's right here. And this is a cool looking freighter. That is awesome. That is a very cool looking ship. Wait, hold on just a smidgen right here. That's a secondary ship. That just spawned basically right there. I thought that was like an attachment. I thought that was like a gun for the nozzle for this freighter. It's actually not. That's funny. That's a separate frigate altogether. That's pretty cool. Wait, something just. Gosh, you missed the. Man, you missed that freighter coming into the system. I always love watching them jump in system. Let's see what we can do. Talk to the captain here. Something. I don't think I know any Viking words, so this is going to be just completely empty. An air of weary authority clearly marks his being as the freighter's captain. Do they tire of the burden of ownership? Wonder. Responsibility for the life and livelihood of their crew must weigh heavy on their mind. Seem amenable to an offer. A freighter brings access to a large inventory, a hangar bay in which to store multiple ships, space in which to construct an orbital base. Okay. 6 million units for a freighter. He sounded so excited right there. Oh, this is such a cool looking ship. It's maybe one of the coolest freighters I've seen. Um, I've seen one cooler than this one, and it actually looked like it was like a Star Destroyer. Um, but that was on a the guy's stream. Fortunately, if I had seen that one, I would have done everything to get it, because that's such a cool looking ship, such a cool looking design, the Star Destroyer style. This is part of that same kind of design. Instead of having it one, triangular top here, it's these storage units in between. Still cool. Yeah, I'd love to get this. This is a very cool design. Whoa, hello, that's a traveler up there. Let's go talk to him. Here we go. This way. I've never seen a traveler on one of these freighters. Can I not talk to him? Oh, come on. That sucks. Oh well. Head down. Yeah, such a cool looking ship. Where's the other freighters? Well, maybe they're behind me. Yeah, there they are. Ooh.
Hostile scan detected.
What? Brah. Pathetic interloper. Yield units or we shall fire. Hey, or you and your pathetic craft shall burn. Nah, I don't think we'll pay at all. Foolish interloper has ensured their doom.
Hostile ships approaching.
It's fine. There they are. Yeah, they really should not have done this. It also helps that there's a whole bunch of other ships around. Shield at maximum, and what else? Nothing found. Lovely. Let's take a look at this ship. Check this thing out. It's another interesting design. That's really cool. It's got this weird sort of like fin for whatever reason. Very cool design. Huh. Oh, nope, was not wanting to land. That's what I get for getting too close to this. Ah. end of me. Just trying to think what we've got time to do. We're getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Not 100% there yet, but getting pretty close. Let's go to the fuel source and oh gosh, let's see what we can find here. Let's actually do it like this so we can see the planet a little better. Looks like it's very oceany. A lot of water on this planet. Which will actually definitely be quite nice. Oh, really? Sorry about the sneeze. A lot of water on this planet. This would be really nice for submarine stuff. Oh. I already used up all my condensed carbon. Oh, no, that's right. I put it in here. Yep. What about that? Swelteringly damp. That is not a good sign. That does tend to mean it's probably going to have storms. It's my first Vy'keen. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. Vision begins to take shape. I see two large aliens locked in combat. Eventually one triumphs, leaving their victim to bleed to death. The last of their strength, the vanquished alien gestures towards me. Accept the knowledge. Name. The name Vy'keen floats in my mind. An echo. A strange vision I just experienced. A word in the alien tongue is seared into my brain. Vy'keen word for interloper. Vy'keen word for visual. And Vy'keen word for detection. Okay. Here's the monolith. Readying anomaly detection protocols. The structure seems unlike anything I've encountered in my journey so far. Everything about it is so obviously alien, so obviously out of place. As I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind. A strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? We'll do traveler? It feels strange responding to questions I'm unsure that I am being asked. But something has clearly taken notice of my reply. I am overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken. Someone is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first? Last? It is first. I do not know how I am being spoken to. The monolith is ancient. I cannot escape the feeling that it has asked these questions many times over. It asks again, has it seen the crimson eye? Has the Crimson Eye seen it? That I don't think I've seen either. It has seen the eye? Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. Breach detected. Alerts, alert. Boundaries fall, the walls collapse, your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Interesting. And there's the warp cell. Nice. Okay. I'm going to bed green. Have an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you so much, Original G, for hanging out. First of all, before you go, how was the pizza? Second of all, have a great night, dude, and thank you for stopping by. It was nice to chat with you again. I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while since we played last, so we should definitely get together sometime soon. Online and play some Rocket League or something. Viking word for warp. Warped, maybe. It was great. Perfect. Sounds fantastic. Yeah, we should for sure. Exactly. It's been a while since we played Rocket League. We should definitely get together sometime. I'll stay in touch. Very nice, dude. Have a great night, and see you. Hopefully, to see you tomorrow. I'll be streaming again tomorrow as well. So, see you later. Have a great night. Okay, so we've landed on this planet. Things seem okay. Let's see how things go moving forward. I do need to recharge my life support. Go. That did pull from the excess. Oh, I've got plenty of sodium. Let's go ahead and land on these other planets. No, the other thing I'm concerned about this is that I think there's a memory leak. Every time I play this game, without having actually relaunched my PC, it seems to stutter a whole lot more. There are strange powers at work. Have I been left messages? Crumbs that lead me along a trail? Should I seek answers? Should I investigate these anomalies and breaches, or should I enjoy the galaxy on my own terms and avoid whatever trouble this is surely leading towards? I mean, in either case, I can still free explore. Let's search for the answers. I'd rather not cut myself off. Particularly as I do want to do a lot of the, I haven't done a lot of the missions. So it would be nice to actually... Oh, hello! Anomaly detected right in front of my face. Also, like, you know, a couple miles away from this planet here. That looks so cool. It looks different than what I remember. Specialist Polo. Friends everywhere. If only you knew where to look. Friends in all shapes, all sizes, all places. The Gek wipes their grease-splattered hands on their suit As they address me, they introduce themselves as Specialist Polo, fugitive of the Gek. They tell me they gave up trade, units, and all material possessions to flee into an anomaly outside of time and space with a robotic priest. They have a jocular air about them, all things considered. They are curious about my travels, about what sapient species I have seen. They do not, they do not get out much these days. My data. Polo. Okay. So, what did that do for me? Polo's busy analyzing reports lost in the world of data. Needs no further assistance. They are keen that I continue my exploration. Interesting. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Reach milestone recognized for alien encounters. Track progress in your journey. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. A rifle. Holy crap. The C rifle, so it's not great, but it does have 17 slots, which means I can add a whole ton of technology to it. At the same time, I like my improved mining capabilities with my B pistol, so I think we'll leave it as that. We'll keep the pistol around. Let's talk to the priest as well. 16. The panels and systems idle. Nada stares at them, their mask. Warning, the single word issue from their mask. A refrain. 16. Traveler hopes to make progress. Traveler tests themselves. Nada will help. An exchange, progress for progress. Transmit milestone data. You have seen much. Do you understand? Not for Nada to know. Please take this. 1,000 nanite clusters. That's pretty cool. Hello. Okay, well, I think that is all for us in here. Let's actually go out to the station. I want to go get that, let's go check out the Omni tool, see if that thing's worth picking up. But definitely the one worth getting is the, exosuit upgrade. Oh no. That will not be enough to actually get there. That's a silver deposit, okay. Oh, nothing wrong with collecting some silver. got something that I can actually sell. Eh. That'll do. Okay, where is this space station? There we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I need to meet 30 aliens in order for the next milestone, the space anomaly. I could actually meet a whole bunch right here. First things first, let's go ahead and oh yeah. First of all, let's just sell everything. Uranium, but I need the silver. I can get grand there, $2,000 from the gold. Let's talk to these guys quickly. Mining overseer of the cat. A small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Their eyes open wide in anticipation of our first contact, and they rub their hands together greedily. Lifeform pecks emphatically at the monetary figures on the pad, then bounces up and down. I can't help but notice the smell is amazing. Pat the light from on the head. There's a long silence. The trader emits a foul-smelling glass. He did not appreciate my patting of his head. Poor little guy. I wonder if I can try that again. No, unfortunately I can't do anything. Nah, I won't. Let's go ahead and leave. I'll leave the mining overseer alone. Let's talk to this guy, Cadet Radar. Interloper. That's their word for everyone. The warrior looks at me with fire in the eyes. The species is clearly aggressive, and I doubt I'm welcome. Nonetheless, the life form bows in greeting. Tradition and honor perhaps dictate it. I don't feel in danger, and I'm about to turn and leave when the creature points toward my multi-tool. They bark with concern, make motions, suggest that I should hand it over. Hand it over. Warrior nods in satisfaction. They offer me an improved replacement multi-tool. If you call this well, I mean, I like the fact that it is a rifle. This rifle looks really cool. But, this is a big but. I mean, look at all this stuff that I've got to repair on it. Stuff that I probably don't even have the resources for yet. Let's compare it. I can't even see what's required to repair it. Versus my 9 slot, so I've still got 4 slots left. This one with the terrain manipulator added, I'll only have 3 slots left, and without, you know, having to repair all the rest of those slots. I don't know if I like it. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to decline. Thank you, though. Let's talk to this guy. So this is number 3. Interloper. Something, 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 something. The warrior is silent for a second before looking at me conspiratorially. They check over their shoulder for prying eyes before powering down security systems. What? Warrior pulls open the trade vault at their feet. Seems to be piled high with multi-tool upgrades. They indicate the contents of my inventory as trade. Do this. Offer 1,000 units. Warrior sighs and slams the trade vault shut. Units are presumably traceable by the authorities. What if I trigger that again? Oh, this is different though. Seeing the life form gestures at me as I approach, they draw my attention to their weapon, an impressive sidearm. Is this a threat? An attempt to intimidate? A boast of friendly display meant in good faith? Their culture remains so unknown to me. Look impressed. Vy'keen appears thrilled. They give their multi-tool a small polish, brief gesture that belays great pride. Okay, interesting. There's now 3 aliens, right? So I'm now up to 12. Let's select the encrypted data here. Let's quickly check out the, not alone, met 10 aliens. That's right, 1.5 for this one. Again, I'm not really that impressed with it. It's not bad, but I'd rather stick with mine for the time being. Well, let's get the exosuit upgrade. We're gonna go with cargo again. The cargo. It's gonna be 100 grand, but I think it's gonna be well worth it. Now I can put all my sodium nitrate in there next. Either that or magnetized. Oh, let's do magnetized. Actually, let's do sodium nitrate first. Okay. So I still need to meet 18 more aliens. We can at the very least go meet these aliens that are in here. Get the milestone. It's as close to it as possible. So, there's not 18, but there's quite a few here. Get to this guy first. First time I've seen a pink Vy'keen. I do like the fact that their suit matches their skin tone, though. Love that. The warrior seems less aggressive than I might expect. Their lips curl over their teeth as they taste my scent. Interesting. Let's ask for directions. Warrior Gnab offers directions to a place of interest. Okay. Crater crash site located. Talk to this guy. Another pink one. Warrior stares at me as if in anticipation of a grave insult to their ancestry. I'm about to back away when their face turns. They deliver a sequence of amused yelps at my hesitation before indicating that they are open to conversation. Oh, let's barter quickly. Accepts my offer and gives me a package in return. Ooh, Gekna. I approach the warrior, but they barely acknowledge my presence. While they look in my direction, their gaze is fixed on a point far beyond my eyes. Let's meet their stare. The warrior ignores my challenge. Perhaps this is for the best. So that's another 3, so that we're up to 15 now. 16. Interloper. Something. Warrior stares at me, as if in anticipation of a grave insult of their ancestry. I'm about to back away when their face turns, deliver a sequence of amused yelps at my hesitation before indicating that they are open to further conversation. I have no Mordites or any Vy'keen activities. Is at the barter. Okay, accepts my offer, gives me a package in return, which is a Gek relic. Why do these guys have so much Gek stuff? Warrior looks as if they could... Hold on. The warrior looks as if they could glory in their ancestry at any given moment. Oh, I see. I see what they're trying to say. Glory in their ancestry at any given moment, as if they could, brag about, how great their ancestry is. Before they do so, however, they make it clear that they are also willing to talk to me. These guys love sodium. I can't give any more. I've already given out 200. Say goodbye to the recruit. Talk to this guy. Warrior seems less aggressive than I might expect. Their lips curl, their teeth as they taste my scent. Oh yes, let's ask for directions. Warrior offers directions to a place of interest. Nothing found. What a waste. Come on, man. Oh man. Talk to this guy. Interloper. Something, 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 something. Though the alien is intimidating to say the least, the stance is not one of aggression. Indeed, it appears to be asking for my help. Yeah, let's accept. The alien grunts at me and makes an unimpressed gesture of thanks. They turn almost as if they do not expect to see me again. Oh, scan minerals. Oh, that's easy. Easy one to do. So that's 2, 3, 4. So that's puts me up to 19. Another navigation data. So this is gonna be number 20. This will be the next milestone. The warrior's hackles. The warrior's hackles rise. They start to shake in anticipation of my request. I sense that their ancestors are likely to be offended if I push the issue too far. Interesting. Ask for directions. Viking at arms offers directions to a place of interest. Ah, trading post detected. Very nice, very nice. Warrior looks confused as I approach. They scan their surroundings nervously. Their eyes, their worried eyes darting around the room. Gesture angrily. My anger speaks to the warrior in a way I did not anticipate. I have been clearly conditioned to expect this sort of exchange. It appears to bring them comfort. Interesting. Didn't get me anything, though. Okay. Interloper, something, 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 interloper, something, something. The being looked at me with great expectation as I approached. Having assessed me, however, I appear to have been found wanting. They give me their attention, but their focus is clearly on the entrance, as if waiting for another stare. Warrior holds my stare for a short while and then looks away. As I leave, I see a new respect in their eyes. Nice. Okay. That is actually all of the aliens in here. There's the next milestone. Visitor. Met 20 aliens. So I need to get up to 30. I need to have met 30 aliens. I'm right now at 22. I got 10 nights for that. But I think that is going to have to be it for me for the night. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I think it's been pretty fun to play No Man's Sky again. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, for being a part of the chat. Let's go over the list of stuff that has happened tonight. Big thank you to, obviously, Norway Pete for hanging out in the chat for as long as he has, and for keeping the chat alive. Thank you so much, Pete. And thank you, of course, to the original G, first one in here, and to Puck, and Josh Hummel. Thank you also to Proxy SA for the follow. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to let's go down. Follow from Proxy SA. Thank you to the 2 subs from Norway Pete and JPL Brady 2013. 13 subs for JP and 4 subs for Norway Pete. Thank you guys so much. Subs, it really does help me out. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome of you guys to do that. And enjoy your emote. It's not the craziest of emotes, but it's a simple hi. So Nothing wrong with that. It's useful. And of course, thank you. We're still here in chat, so Puck, Professor Death. Hey, how's it going, dude? Puck, Professor Death, No Repeat. Thank you guys all for hanging out. But that's gonna be it for me for tonight. No Man's Sky for the night. I will be back again tomorrow. Some more No Man's Sky, and yeah, see how things go moving forward. I'm gonna be changing things up a little bit. So before I used to change games, like certain days I'd play certain games. I feel like that kind of extended the amount of time I had with each game because I couldn't actually really focus on a game at a specific time. And sorry about the camera wobble. The problem with the desk and the camera, I'm gonna have to find some other solution. But side note. Anyway, with the change that I want to basically make it such that each week is going to be a set of games, or a specific game. So this week is going to be No Man's Sky. Next week we'll do Stellaris again, and then the following week we'll do Satisfactory, and we'll rotate those three until we get, until we get them finished. So that'll be the plan moving forward. New schedule is going to be pretty much Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, with Thursday being the caster night for the League Esports, and I'll be doing that. I know this is the last week for the League, for the regular season, and then the following week is going to be the tournament. So it'll be fun to cast for that. I've had a lot of fun with it, and we'll see what happens moving forward. And then I think that's it. Announcements. Obviously, new PC seems to be working well, although it looks like No Man's Sky seems to have some sort of memory leak or something, so I'm gonna have to restart it before I launch this thing again. And it'll be nice to see how well it works with the other games that I've got. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Have a great night, everybody, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Later.